Hello, this is AGBI live from the World Government Summit 2026, and with me right now we have the CEO of Blackberry, John Giamatteo. Thank you so much, John, for joining us here.
Thanks for having me on the program.
Great pleasure to have you here, especially as you go through your journey. We've been talking about the comeback, the pivot of Blackberry. So let's start there, right? The evolution from device to software. Tell us more.
Yeah, no, that's a great lead-in because 40-year-old company. Company's always been about, Blackberry's always been about security, trust, and innovation. And while the products and services that we sell to our customers around the world today can't be held in the palm of your hand like your device anymore, those same values and attributes of security and quality and innovation are things that we build into everything that we do with the company.
What kinds of software are we talking about? Who do you cater to?
Yeah, software and services. We really focus on two specific areas. One is with our QNX division, and that's really our leading real-time operating system that powers over 275 million cars around the world today. Chances are your car is being powered today by a Blackberry QNX operating system.
Right.
So that's one division that's actually experiencing quite a bit of growth as there's more technology that continues to go into the cars. And then the second division is in our secure community, very much the heritage of Blackberry, secure communications from mobile device management technology that protects big, wide enterprises and governments around the world, to encrypted technology for voice, data, and video communication, for top secret, NATO certified type levels of communication, and for emergency notifications for natural disasters, political unrest, things like that. So those are the specific areas within secure communications that we focus on.
And which one would you say is your more sort of profitable vertical today?
We're proud to say that both divisions have returned to profitability. Last year was a breakthrough year where we did a lot of restructuring, we did a lot of heavy lifting, we divested unprofitable businesses, and now both QNX and the Secure Comms are profitable businesses that are generating cash, enabling us to continue to invest in the future.
And what are your plans for this region, right? As a device, massive penetration within the GCC and the Gulf markets. With the software, with the IP, and also with the secure tech and QNX that you've said, what's your presence like right now?
Very dynamic. A lot of concern about communications and the making sure that people can't intercept your communications and how protective it needs to be. And that's really kind of where we come in with our secure communications technology. So we've had a lot of good discussions. We have a partnership, a local partnership here in the region, MIDIS, that gives us greater reach and coverage and support for our customer base. And most recently, we actually signed an MOU with the UAE to bring our technology as part of a collaboration around initiatives around cybersecurity. So a lot of exciting things happening here in the region, and we're really proud to be a part of it.
And I'm sure in an era of war and turmoil, secure tech, cybersecurity, very, very important conversations today.
It's one of the fastest growing segments of our business. The whole geopolitical landscape. A couple of years ago, everybody was moving towards the cloud. Put your data in the cloud, put privacy in the cloud, don't really worry about it. In the geopolitical landscape, it wasn't an issue. Now, it's quite a bit of a different story. Now we're talking about private clouds, we're talking about premise-based solutions, we're talking about local infrastructure being managed by our customers here within the region. And that's an area where Blackberry, I think, has a really, really good value proposition in bringing our technology to help them meet their goals.
Flying taxis, autonomous vehicles is something that Blackberry is looking into heavily. These are, again, future of mobility, right? But how far along are we in that future? I think I'm trying to ask, have you tangibly started working with these projects already, or are they all in the signing MOU agreement stages?
Great question. Great question, and we're doing a lot already. In addition to our automotive, and we're proud of our position in the automotive space, other sectors, ones that you're talking about, whether it's robo-taxis, whether it's autonomous drones, medical instrumentation, that's become a very, very important segment of the market. So we've now adapted our QNX platform not only to work with cars, but to work with robots, to work with medical instrumentation,
Right.
to work with industrial automation. And these are real live applications that we're deploying. You know, one of the initiatives that we're doing to make QNX more available is this QNX Everywhere program,
Right.
which it's basically like a not quite open source, but we give a non-commercial license to developers all around the world for free for them to be developing their technology on the best possible operating system that exists.
Right.
So these are ways that we're kind of really investing to address those emerging technologies and opportunities that you mentioned.
So we've moved beyond MOUs now, that we're actually on ground.
100%.
And what are the roadblocks you see now, John, when it comes to your second phase of evolution for BlackBerry?
Yeah, you know, at this point, we have seen a tremendous amount of progress around getting the company back into a state where we're profitable, we're generating cash, and we're focused on these two divisions that I mentioned. So as I think about the future and the next kind of horizon for BlackBerry, it's really accelerating our growth.
Right.
Both within the QNX division and all the things that we just talked about, as well as secure communications with the geopolitical landscape. I don't think we could be better positioned to accelerate our growth to another level, which is part of where our transformation has come from.
Would you ever go back to being a device manufacturer and supplier?
You know, it's a great question, and we get it all the time, as you can imagine. You know, the bad news is we're not going to get back into the devices. We're not going to get back into hardware. It's a crowded market. It's super competitive. But the good news is a lot of that special kind of sauce that we delivered with when we were in the division, when we were in the device business, all of those security, trust, and innovation that was in the phone when you used to use a BlackBerry, all of those solutions from a software perspective, we continue to provide today. That's the good news. The bad news is you probably won't see us in the hardware business.
I thought you'd say never, but you are saying never to the device business. But you know what? Clicks, they've come up with their new devices, which look very similar to the BlackBerry, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe imitation is the best form of flattery, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I guess you can take it like that. On that note, thank you so much for your time, John.
Thanks for having me.
Pleasure, and thank you for watching AGBI.